Hi, everyone. Cheryl Seiler here with treasuredessentialoils.com. And today we're going to have a little bit of fun with some have yourself a DIY Christmas. So we're going to just be talking about some simple things you can do with doTERRA essential oils to make some quick and easy and specially handmade from the heart Christmas gifts for your friends, your family, for those little gifts that you want to give. Great for teachers. Uh, but before we get started, I want to ask you a quick gift giving question. So, when you give gifts, are you A, homemade is homemade is my specialty? When you give gifts, is it B, let's go shopping? Is it C, I'm a gift card queen? Or D, gifts really aren't my thing? So, answer me in the chat. What kind of gift giver are you? A, homemade, B, shopping, C, gift card, or D, gifts aren't my thing? So, for my do-it-yourselfers, and maybe even not my do-it-yourselfers, you'll maybe be just a little inspired. Let's go ahead and just get started with the first thing. The first thing is one of the first gift things that I did with essential oils, and that was making sugar scrubs. So here's a nice, fun way to do it for the holiday season, but I just kind of want to throw out there that these can be made in different combinations for all time, for all gift-giving seasons. So for the candy cane sugar scrub, you're basically going to take 3/4 cup of white sugar, a half a cup of fractionated coconut oil, and then 12 drops of that peppermint essential oils, and then a skin-safe food coloring if you want to do the candy cane sugar scrub way. And so basically you're going to just put it all together, mix it up, and put it in a fancy jar. And so here's the thing. You can play around with the consistency a little, but those are some good measurements just to kind of get you started there. And then you're going to adjust the recipe depending on what kind of jar you're going to use. So if you're doing like a lot of little gifts for somebody, little stocking stuffers, like a little jar can be done. And you just simply put a little bow on top, some ribbon, or if you're making a nice big gift, you can take a nice bigger jar. This one actually, I literally just got at the Dollar Tree. So a wonderful Dollar Tree jar, dress it up, put a bow, put some ribbon, and you got yourself a nice simple gift. So as I said, this is a great gift for when you need to do a little something for everybody, like an event or something where you just want to give a little giveaway at the end of the day. Sugar scrubs are kind of wonderful, quick little gifts. And as I said, we're talking here, a little holiday, so a little candy cane. But some of my other favorite sugar scrubs is actually ginger and lime. And honestly, with the ginger and lime, I like to substitute a brown sugar rather than a white sugar for that one. And it just smells amazing. So for Christmas or any other gift-giving occasion, ginger and lime is one of my favorite. And you can certainly use some other oils. So think lemongrass, think some of your citrus oils like grapefruit and wild orange and tangerine, green mandarin. And then, as I said, the peppermint can actually be a nice, refreshing sugar scrub any season. So do it yourself, candy cane sugar scrubs. Drop me a heart if you like sugar scrubs. Next up on my do-it-yourself Christmas list is another quick and easy fun one. This is our bath salt ornament. So sure, you could not put it in an ornament. You can put it in the jars like I showed you there, but it's kind of that basic, very kind of like the sugar scrub. But this time you're going to start with a cup of Epsom salt. So you, and as you said, you're going to adjust these as you as you realize how big your ornaments are. So to 1 cup of Epsom salt, you're going to use 5 to 10 drops of your favorite doTERRA essential oil, or you can choose a couple. And so literally that's it. You just sort of mix it in there. If you're going to color it, make sure it's a skin-safe colorant, a natural one. And it's kind of fun with this. You can leave it plain, just the Epsom salt and the essential oil, or if you want to dress it up, make it a little fancier, you can add some dried herbs to it, some dried flowers to it. In the example, in my picture here, they've chosen to use clove for a very holiday fragrance, and they decided to put some cloves in it, so just to dress it up. So there's a great idea. Just to give you some more ideas, other oils that are good in a bath salt. Some of your calming oils, a lot of people take a bath to just kind of relax and unwind. So doTERRA has a blend called Serenity. Highly recommend that one. A lavender, that's also very calming. Bergamot is another favorite of mine. And the last one, there's a new blend, a newer blend, I should say, by doTERRA called Adaptive. And that would be very good in this bath salt ornament. So, sugar scrubs, bath salts, see, simple, easy. As I said, you could choose to put in the ornament. You can choose to put it in a fancy jar and dress it up. Just quick, easy, fun. Now, this one takes a little extra effort and some extra, I guess you could say, tools to really kind of make it happen. But that's the bath bomb. And so I know if you've gone to the store and you buy them, you never really know all what's in that. And so when you do it yourself, one, you kind of show the love of the homemade, but two, then you also know what's in it. You know that they're not going to have some extra chemicals thrown into it. So these are the ingredients you need. You need 1 cup of citric acid, 1 cup of baking soda, a half a cup of cornstarch, a half a cup of fractionated coconut oil that can be gotten from doTERRA, and 8 to 10 drops of your favorite essential oils. So basically, it's literally put it all in a bowl and mix it up. That's the easy part. Add the dry ingredients, add your drops, mix well until kind of this soft dough is formed. It should be kind of the consistency of that dump sand, if you've ever experienced that. So kind of wet, but not really wet. Is the best I can take it. So, if it's not that right consistency, you may just have to add a little bit more cornstarch if it's not quite, if it becomes too wet while you're working with it. At this point, it's kind of the same way as the Epsom salt things. At this point, you want to dress it up. You can add some dried herbs or flowers, some skin-safe food colors to it. But they're just as much fun, just kind of in that white form. You can dress it up with a pretty bag instead of putting the color into the bath bomb. And so basically you can get either a silken mold, and what I have is you can get them on Amazon. It's literally 2 half moons that you fill up and smush together. And then you kind of just let it dry for a little while, and then you unmold it, put it on some parchment paper on a tray because you're going to let them air dry for a little while. And then you're going to bag them up looking really pretty and have your own do-it-yourself bath bomb. Quick and easy. Okay, speaking of quick and easy, how about a room spray? And so it can be a holiday room spray, and I'm going to give you some different drop configurations, recipes that you can use for this. So holiday room sprays, I actually do an actual class on this of making holiday room sprays. When I go to vendor events, sometimes we do some make and takes, and holiday room spray is one of them. So the one pictured is, let's see, 15 drops of frankincense, 15 drops of grapefruit. Oh, this is a big bottle. 30 drops of Douglas fir and some water, and you will shake and then spray. The next recipes is for a slightly smaller bottle than shown here, so the drops are less. So a little trial and error sometimes on what you love. On this, I've just made on my computer a cute little label that I've stuck on a glass bottle that I've purchased at Amazon. In doTERRA's back office, they sell a smaller bottle, which could be actually fun as well. So just make a label. I wrote on there, handmade with love, on another label on the back side. And so just fill it with a distilled water and your oils. And so that's as simple as the room sprays get. I want to give you a few more combinations. One that people really at my events tend to love is the Tannenbaum Forest. So it's just kind of this earthly woodsy smell. And so it's mixing 5 drops of fir, so like a Douglas fir, 5 drops of lime, and you like lime. So it just makes that fir this fresh smell. So that was one of the most popular ones. Another very popular one at my events when I do room sprays is the Christmas potpourri. So it smells good. It is 5 different oils. So 2 drops of cinnamon, 2 drops of fir, 2 drops of clove, 1 drop of rosemary, and 1 drop of wild orange. These are probably my 2 most favorite, but I'm going to throw another one out there for you. So you have one called gingerbread cookies. So kind of reminds you of Grandma's house, this room spray. You would take 5 drops of ginger, 3 drops of clove, and 1 drop of cinnamon. So if you are interested in more recipes for the holiday room sprays, drop it in the comments. Say holiday sprays, and I'll get you some more information out to you. So holiday sprays is, as I said, a quick, easy, fun gift. And as I said, I do another whole other class on that. But thinking along the lines of room sprays, you can also make a linen spray. And so with that, I would say linen spray, having that smaller bottle, is probably ideal. Once again, you can just homemade on your computer or hand draw a cute little label to stick on your bottle. And so for a linen spray, I think sleepy time night. So I think my favorite is like it says in this graphic, 20 drops of serenity. That's our restful blend. Another substitute to that would be the lavender. So just top it off with distilled water. Another great combination is cedar wood. It's kind of woodsy and calming. It can be one of my nighttime oils as well when I feel like switching it up from my Serenity blend. So very nice linen spray would make a nice little stocking stuffer. Or once again, if you're at an event where you have want to give a little something to everybody for coming, linen sprays make a great little gift. Next up is just a little something fun. An essential oil infused hot cocoa. So I'm making this super simple. I'm not even making my own hot cocoa mix. I'm just saying make your own. Use your own favorite hot cocoa mix, now whether it's store-bought or homemade, and just add some drops of essential oils to it. So in a bowl, you kind of mix it together, and then you would just put a pretty label on it, indicating what flavor it is. So can anybody guess what flavor might be one of the most popular to put with hot cocoa? It is the peppermint. So you can make a peppermint hot cocoa. A couple other suggestions would be to use the cinnamon bark oil and make a cinnamon hot cocoa, or kind of something a little kind of makes it lighter and fresher is wild orange. So those would be my go-to oils if I was making the essential oil infused hot cocoa, peppermint, wild orange, or cinnamon bark. So as I said, simple, cute, in another with you another great situation when you're making a bunch of little gifts for someone. This would be really neat to put together with a cookie tray with a jar of the hot cocoa mix. So there's an idea for you for a nice little do-it-yourself Christmas. So where are my crafters and where are my jewelry makers? Because I have to say, this will make a great gift for those creative people. So the key here is when you go shopping is to mix lava beads in with what other beads and charms that gemstones you decide to use. So the lava beads are the ones that will kind of hold the essential oil on the beads. And so this is kind of a gift where you would buy some bottles of oil, make the diffuser bracelet, and kind of give an oil and a bracelet together. And so for me, some of my favorite oils to kind of wear. And so basically when you're doing diffuser jewelry, you're going to wear it. So there are some of my calming oils like Adaptive Blend would be a good one. That Serenity Blend would be another. There's a blend by doTERRA called Cheer and one called Citrus Bliss. And those would probably be my favorite oils. But if you have one that's a favorite, or if you are looking to kind of customize a scent for somebody, I would be more than happy to recommend some oils. Just message me and I'd be glad to help with that. So basically, elastic cord, make sure you get some lava beads, your other gemstones and charms, and this is where my creative ones get to be a little creative. So this is when you can start customizing for people, choosing the colors that they like the most, pick out charms that kind of reflect their personality, or actually even reflect your personality. So that is my final gift idea. But I also wanted to point out that these recipes, a lot of the oils, you say, hey, I could potentially go out to the store and just get them. And I just wanted to let you know kind of why doTERRA and not go to the grocery store, why purchase from doTERRA and me. And basically because purity matters. And so doTERRA takes and they test their oils. They set out to be a pure essential oil. So when you have peppermint in the bottle, you have peppermint in the bottle. It doesn't have pesticides and other oils mixed in with it. So they complete like 54 tests to make sure that the oil in your bottle is pure and not contaminated in any way. On your bottles, there is a lot number on the bottom. You can go to a site called Source to You, and you can see the test results because they actually send it out also to a third-party tester. So they test it internally. They also send it out. doTERRA essential oils are used in some hospitals because of the therapeutic properties that essential oils can have. So a lot of things that we talked about today was kind of like for fun, a little bit more for smell, but things like Serenity is calming and peppermint is energizing, and that's where the purity matters. So purity, number one. Two, sourcing. They work directly with the farmers, and they go to where oils grow naturally. And when they grow where they grow naturally, the chemical components in it are ideal. So being someone that lives in Florida, I understand that because I'm pretty sure that the orange tree that grows well here may not do so well in Washington State. But I got to tell you that Washington State has the best apples. Okay, so there we are. So that makes sense. Don't bring something that grows in the Middle East to the United States and expect it to grow as well. So sourcing, doTERRA takes huge amount of effort to make sure that they're sourcing where things are grown naturally. Actually, with that, number 3 is heart. So they're always kind of working with the communities that they come in to make their world a better place. Many of them are in countries where the farmers are actually not treated very fairly, and they come in and make sure that they get a fair wage. They have foundations called Healing Hands, and they do other little projects and fundraising. And so they just have a heart to do what too good for others. And the 4th reason, I was going to say, because you get to work with wonderful wellness advocates like myself. So if you join me, you also, I kind of make sure that you know where the resources are, so you know what to do with oils. As I said, today was a little fun, a little do-it-yourself, but the oils can affect your bodies, and so I want to make sure you know the safety behind them and how to use them. So with that, unlike going to the grocery store for oils, you're going to get some support from me and some education, which is wonderful. So if you are interested in ordering any of those orders, you can go to my website at treasuredessentialoils.com/join. That will get you to my doTERRA website. And if you have any questions about what oils you may need, you feel free to direct message me and I will get back to you. So earlier today I said, hey, you may not be a do-it-yourselfer, but you might know someone that is. And so I just wanted to encourage you, if you answered that question that I asked at the beginning, if you didn't answer do-it-yourself, or you didn't answer go shopping, that you said you are a gift card queen, then I wanted to kind of let you know that you could give the gift of wellness. So you can get with me through direct message, and we can work on getting a gift certificate to anybody on your gift giving list. So that is an option as well. So that is it for my do-it-yourself Christmas. Hope you learned something, got inspired perhaps. And I just want to remind you to live life treasured every day.